The difficulty is, never mind refugees, we've got problems with our own population. Floods and radiation, and we predict another 1 million homeless from coastal erosion within the next 5 years. We need more room. Simple as that. Now, we have a number of what we call erstwhile sites. So called because this was an erstwhile army base. This was formerly a police training facility. This used to be a hospital, now empty. We're using them as overflows. But to be honest, we're full, and we can't expand. And that's where we come to you. Now, bear in mind that anything can be said within these walls, no consequences. If we were to hand these camps over to you for governance, how would you cope?
Little problem. Jane, excuse me. Tiny detail, not everyone approves of the word camps.
I'm sorry? Facilities.
Camps have negative connotations. The erstwhile sites are being kept off the record in case people get upset, although personally I think the public are more stoic than that. As Victoria Wood once said, the British would only have a revolution if they changed the laws on caravanning. But let's look at the words, let's stare them down. The word concentration simply means a concentration of anything. You could fill a camp full of oranges, it'd be a concentration camp by dint of the oranges being concentrated. Simple as that one. Made it sound rather tasty. The notion of a concentration camp goes way back to the 19th century, the Boer War. They were British inventions built in South Africa to house the men, women and children made homeless by the conflict. Refugees, you see, everything is much older than we think. And everything old happens again. Anyway, I'm sorry I'm interrupting.
No, it's fine.
I'll let you get on. But actually, it is worth pointing out when we consider these erstwhile sites and how to make them work. They will never stop filling up. Never. Absolutely never. These problems will never go away. I can see the vast migration of people stretching ahead for centuries. So, what if we look back through history? Because the British found a way to empty those camps in South Africa all those years ago. They simply let nature take its course. The camps were crowded, they were pestilent, they were noxious, they were rife with disease, which was, on the one hand, regrettable, and on the other hand, fitting. Because a natural selection process took place and the population of the camps controlled itself. You might call it neglect, you might call it efficient. And it was Kitchener who did this. Kitchener, your country needs you. And let's say another word, because some people call this policy genocide. But have you ever heard of it? The camps, the Boers, the result. Have you? Have you read about it? Were you taught it? Do we remember it? No. We forget it because it worked. I've said enough, thank you.
We did